hello, it's me again. So, yes, it is. It's definitely me. We have a Gary Moore style lick, which you just heard. Now, I did do this lick way back in probably 2022-ish. And it's a well-known lick, and one of those ones where it does showcase Gary Moore's attack and just that kind of dive onto that bend. It's immense. And if you can get this style of bend and the one with a double stop, sort of a faint double stop if you like, sort of perfected, it really does make a difference to the way in which you bend a note, add that vibrato onto the end. So it's just the sheer attack, that sheer power that this brings into that opening lick of Oh Pretty Woman. It's immense. So, you know, it is what it is. So if you do like this, please do consider the subscribe button and the bell button for all the future notifications, and visit all my socials as well, which is TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. And you will also find stuff on Patreon, which you won't find here on YouTube, which is loads of lessons, loads of jamming tracks, new one just written, which I've called Licorice, I think it was, in the sense of Metallica-ish, not in that horrible black sweet, which people seem to like, but I reckon they're faking it, because licorice just tastes blinking horrible. It's horrible. I don't like it, put it that way. Anyway, on with the breakdown. So when we're breaking this one down, it's all about that attack on the string. So obviously you start with, now I didn't do that in the beginning because I wanted to show you the attack, and that's basically the way it worked. But anyway, 11th fret is where we start with this one, so on that second string. Now it's immediate bend up onto that pitch of the 13th fret from the 11th fret. Now ideally you want the pitching right. If you're a little bit short of it, don't worry about it too much for now, because you're going to apply vibrato to it anyway. Now the key points with this to getting that attack is rake in just a little bit, so you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm basically doing that. I'm really giving my hand a flick down, and obviously coming off at the right point and bending that string. So now with the vibrato on this, basically when you're bending it, you're getting that attack, you bend it up and add the vibrato afterwards. Now you kind of hold the note very, very shortly, and then add the vibrato, and it starts to almost get a little bit quicker and wider towards the end when you come off that note. So, and then you come out from the note. So okay, so that leads you to the next part of the lick. Down you have your 8th fret on your first string, 11 to the 8 on the second string, and then it's going to the 10th fret on your third string, again attacking all of these notes. And when it comes to the 10th fret on that third string, you're going to bend that one, so you're going to bring that kind of rake into it, where you are muting the strings above the note that you want to hear. So you're going to get that, so basically that. All right, so coming down, so that rake, where you're just giving it that attack, that pop that it needs to make that note stand out. So as you're playing that, you're bending it up, letting it down, pulling off to the 8, okay? Then you have a 10 again with an 8, so it's kind of a Hendrix thing going on with this. So you're bending the 10th fret again, raking into it, giving it that attack, going to the 8 and rake into that as well to give it the attack, with a blues curl on there just to give it that emphasis onto kind of like the major third. Now as I come out from that blues curl, so I'm almost playing 2 notes, 2 strings, so that would be the 8th fret, where my first finger's laying slightly flat across the 2 strings, and that will basically mean that the 8th fret on the second string will come through as well if needed. You don't have to, but it gives it a little bit more grit and power. 2 10s on your 4th string, and then again that double stop with the 2 8s on your 2nd and 3rd strings with a blues curl. That leads you into that part. Now again with this one, so it's not so easy to get the double note on this. So I think Gary Moore, as far as when I was listening to it earlier, when he bends this first off, it's just almost one note. You can almost hear 2 coming through. But because your finger, try and do this without any noise, because your finger that you're bending the note with is pushing the second string as well, that's going to enable you to get that gnarliness with those 2 notes coming through. Now it's not so easy to have that on the first stroke, so and keep it going, but essentially that's what you're doing. And again, with the attack, digging in with your right hand, quick movement with that mini rake, and then executing or coming off of it at the right point, basically. So you basically play that 13th fret, 2 strings if you want to call it that. So you're bending it 1, 2, 3 times, and on the 4th you're bending it up, letting it down, coming off to the 11, and then the 13th fret. Loads of luscious vibrato on there. Now, just a little bit about the sound that I'm using for this. So for the sound, I'm using my Tonex pedal with a Marshall JCM 800 capture by Jason Sadites. So go and check him out if you don't know who he is and you're on the Tonex One or Tonex pedal, either or. And I've also got the Wampler Plexi Drive Mini, and that's just giving it a little bit more of that authentic Marshall tone coming through. That's basically it. Obviously a Les Paul. This is 1989 standard, all original, so I think there are Bill Lawrence pickups in there as well. All lovely wear and tear on the back there as well. So that's just for those that are interested in how I'm actually getting the sound. Nothing else, just a little bit of reverb, and that is it. So I shall leave you with that and hand you back to me just to sign it all off. So there it was. What can I say about it? It's powerful. It's got a lot going for it. You end up kind of taking on board the fact that the attack on the string is more important than the actual note or the pitch of the bend itself in the certain part. Obviously the pitch is very important, but the attack is where that power comes from, and that's something that you could all just put into your own bends. If the only thing you pick out of this lesson is that attack on those strings, then that's going to be obviously extremely useful for you. So yes, there you go. And also that double stop bend, just that gnarliness of that kind of 13th fret bend with the 13th fret on that second string. So easy in theory, but not so easy to execute. So the first one that he plays is actually just the single note by itself, just about. There is a faint second string on there, and then he brings in that second string with the attack once more with your right hand, and obviously vibrato, wide luscious vibrato at the end. But enough on that. So we're at the end of the video obviously, and if you did like that, please do like the like button, subscribe button, bell button, all the buttons, whatever they are, and visit the socials on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Danny Page Music for all of those. And what else will you find? Patreon.com. Thanks Patreons, everyone on there. You are all awesome, and you know who you are. Yeah, and you'll find loads on there that you won't find here on YouTube. So I take it that's it. Is that it? I think it is. Let's leave it there. And it's hot. I've got the air conditioning going and it's really hot even with that going. Right, take care. Bye.